Good morning again, everybody. Good morning, girls. Good morning. It's an absolute honor to join you today for this really special event, the United Nations International Day of the Girl Child, themed Girls Vision for the Future. And on behalf of the entire grammar school, all Students Association of North America, IGSOSANA, I want to welcome all of you, students, teachers, principals, speakers, and fellow mountaineers. Today, we are gathered to celebrate not only the incredible potential within each girl present here, and actually those that are not, but also the vision they hold for a brighter and more inclusive future. It is important for us to amplify their dreams and their unique perspectives. The future is not something we see and wait for. It is something we actively shape. And it's events like these that remind us of the importance of empowering the next generation of female leaders. As an alumna of Ibadan Grammar School and as president of the IGSOSANA North America chapter, have had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the impact that this school has had on generations of women who've gone on to achieve remarkable things in all walks of life. Did you know that Justice Ogunwumiju, who currently serves on the Supreme Court of Nigeria, is an alumna of IGS? Additionally, Justice Bolajoku Adeniyi, the first female Chief Judge of Oyo State, is also a proud alumna of the school. But beyond accomplishments, the true measure of success lies in the courage to dream big, to break barriers, and to lift others up along the way. That's exactly what today's event is all about. Helping girls to envision the limitless possibilities before them and giving them the confidence and support they need to make those dreams a reality. The future will be built by girls who dare to see things differently, girls who are fearless in the face of adversity, and girls who believe in their power to make a lasting impact and to leave a legacy. To every girl here today, I want you to know that you are seen, you are heard, and you're valued. Your vision matters, and your future is limitless. We are here to support you. to champion you, and to stand by your side as you create the future of your dreams. I want to take this moment to thank the IGSOSANA donors who made this program possible. I also want to appreciate the IGSOSANA National Executive Council, especially our national president, Balogun Gafo Jesola, for their support of our program. To all of our speakers who will be speaking today, Mrs. Babalola, Mrs. Kolade, Mrs. Effiong, Ms. Diane, I am very grateful. And to Dr. Aderoke Sapere, the founder of Girls at the Tech Girls Club, I want to thank you for your partnership. Thank you so much. I also sincerely thank the principals and the teachers that are there helping out. I thank all of you for being part of this move towards a more inclusive future. Together, let's keep pushing boundaries, shattering expectations, and redefining what's possible. Girls, yes to your vision for the future and to all the incredible things that lie ahead. Sit back and be empowered. I will now turn this over to Dr. Aderoke Sapere. Thank you, everybody. God bless you all. Have a wonderful time. Hello. Dr. Sapere. Yes, Mrs. Babalola. So maybe you don't know the introduction to Mrs. Babalola. Sorry, I'm not, the audio is not very clear. Oh, okay. You can go ahead then, Mrs. Babalola, please. And I'm going to, okay, should I just do an introduction for you? Sorry, I did not prepare for that. Hold on a moment. Let me just do an introduction for Mrs. Babalola. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to be calling on Mrs. Babalola. And Mrs. Babalola is a thoroughbred professional of unusual output. Oluronke Babalola continues to make extraordinary impacts in the education sector with her outstanding productivity. A school administrator, author, and programs expert. She serves in one of Nigeria's greatest secondary schools, Ibadan Grammar School, where she's the VP Academics. Serving in this capacity has thrown on her many high-level responsibilities, which include curriculum management, teacher supervision, alumni programs and projects. With a degree in English education and master's ed in curriculum studies, English language, her holistic attitude to school management has been a great tool in the discharge of our responsibilities. To her, school's progress must not be limited to only academic success, but also to students' innate talents and skills which must be developed through extracurricular activities. She continues to be impactful because of her continuous innovations, new practices, tested methodologies, and very personal and resourceful inquiries into new and creative ways of achieving unusually great outcomes. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Babalola.
Thank you for the opportunity. Today I'm Mrs. Babalola, and I'm going to be the moderator of this program. I just want to give an introduction to what the program is all about. Talk about health child. And it's what I said this morning, you are especially a wonderful lady. I want to be conscious of that. I want to know that you are special in all qualifications. There are many challenges that affect Nigerian girls. And no one is want to limit you in what you do. This program is to create awareness for important roles of a girl child and for you to have a solid foundation in order to prepare for the future. There are many challenges that still face. For example, now you can be abused at home by parents, by siblings, by some relatives. Many of you have been raped, or you have to be yourself because no one wants to be exposed to unnecessary, to be denied normal way of living. But I want to know that once you are a girl child, it's a matter of planning for the future and for you to achieve that goal. What is goal setting? Before you know what you achieve in life, you must set the goal. And the goal you have set has tailored you in choosing the subject of education you are having now. Let me ask you a question. You want to go to Lagos and start your journey from 8 to Ife. You get to Lagos, come out else. That means you are going to your destination, and your destination will determine where you go to. If you want to read medicine, please go to the mind. Are you in the art class? So where are you? But besides that, because that is the only way you can tailor to be in for science classes. And you want to study law, will you be in science class? And I want you to know something. Everybody has the potential. What did I say? Everybody has the potential. What did I say? Don't ever compare your life with somebody else's. Don't say because your friend wants to read medicine, you must read medicine. If you want, you must know what you want to go in for, and go in for the subject related, to the courses, that's what your SS1. That's why, and everybody tells you in different family you have in school, the courses, arts, science, social, technical. Then there's commercial student going for medicine, and an student going for medicine, and a student going for law. That is part of what we want to know. It is only when you have known what you want to become in life. That's when you can tailor your life towards that. And it is only when you are in that right direction that you can get to where you're going any time. Then it's not a matter of time, it's a matter of achievement. It's not a matter of the time you lose in fulfilling your dream, but it's a matter of achieving your dream. And my prayer for you is that every one of you realize your dream in Jesus' name. We have principles in school. I want you to use them wisely. If you have anything that is challenging you, feel free to go to them. You can confide in your female teachers. You can tell them what you are passing through. Many of you are passing through things that are beyond your age. But when you have confidence in your teacher, you are free to them, you are free with them, you can go to them anytime and confide in them. And let me tell you, your secret is safe with your teacher. What did I say? What did and I'm sure the Lord will guide you right. I'm quickly tell you what is of life that can make you successful. What do I say? The first one is that you must make a decision. What do I say? Make your decision on who you want to become and what you want to become in life. After making the decision, you must be determined. What do I say? You must be determined to realize your dream. It is when you are determined that you cannot be sight, put aside along the line. And the next one is discipline. What do I say? You must be disciplined. It is when you are disciplined that you wake up at 4 a.m. to read. Normally you want to play. You want to watch television. You want to play on your phone. But when you are disciplined, you know that you are very transfers. And the last one is diligence. What do I say? You must be diligent in whatever you want to do. And these are the four things that I showed you on the following ways. I'm sure the Lord will grant you desire in life in Jesus' name. And so I said, I don't give you four things of success. Four things. One, maybe the chorus answer. The first one, second one, third one, fourth one, please clap yourself. So proud. I'm sure the sky is going to fix. The sky is your starting point. Clap your hands. Guys, on the program now, since I'm the moderator, so on the program, the next thing we are having is, let me have attention. Guys, the next thing we are having is turning failure into 12. And we are going to be going on this is Shade Efio. Shade actual one. This next time is Shade Efio.
Thank you, Mrs. Babalala. Can you guys hear me okay?
I will just bring our resume. With over 15 years of leadership in oil and gas industry, Charlie Emilion has successfully navigated the complexity of media projects around the globe, known for strategic planning, project management, and ability to turn challenges to an actionable solutions. She has delivered results that matters. Charlie owns a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering in engineering management from Fuller University. Experiences that taught her the value of perseverance in challenging environments. Beyond her professional achievements, Charlie is passionate about giving back to her community. She launched an after-school program to inspire and mentor young students, helping them develop the skills and confidence needed to succeed. Her story is a excellence in power, resilience, and finding success through setbacks. A message she looks forward to sharing with you this morning. So please join me in welcoming Mrs. Shade Effiong.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. Babalala. I appreciate the introduction. Good morning, ladies. My name is Sade Effiong, and I'm very honored to be here with you today. I'd like to spend the next few minutes sharing some of my experiences with you, with the hope that you are able to hopefully learn something new and take something away that you can apply in your life. I'm actually going to share my screen with you. Please let me know. Can you guys see my screen okay? Yes? Okay, perfect. So, turning failure into fuel. Before we get started, I would like to do a small activity. I'd like for us to know that we're in a safe place and to be honest with ourselves. I'm going to ask you a question. Please raise your hand if you've ever failed at anything in life before. Has anyone in there ever failed at anything? Can you raise your hands high so I can see them? Okay, all right. Thank you. You can put your hands down. Uh, I ask that question because sometimes it can be a little hard to think about our failures and where things might not have gone as we expected them. So now I'd like for us to do just a small exercise where I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes and think about a time that you had a failure. I want you to think about whether it was big or small, something that happened at school or at home, something that happened anywhere. I want you to think about how you felt. Were you upset? Did your stomach hurt a little bit? Did you maybe feel a little bit embarrassed? Did you maybe feel a little bit down on yourself? Or did you feel as if maybe this was an opportunity to learn? You don't need to say anything out loud. Just think inside of your head. How did you feel? What were you going through? What were the words that you were saying? Just going to pause here and let you think about that moment. Okay? You can go ahead and open your eyes, and thank you for doing that. I wanted you to go through that exercise because I know sometimes thinking about your failures can feel very uncomfortable. As I was saying that, I was thinking of one myself, and I know my body started to react a little bit differently. And so, what I'd love to do over the next few minutes is just spend some time talking to you about how you can turn your failure into fuel so that way you have an opportunity to grow and excel. As I was preparing for this talk, I asked myself three questions. First, what would the intelligent young ladies of Ibadan Grammar School want to hear me say about turning failure into fuel? The second thing that came to mind was, what would I have wanted to know when I was your age about failure? And then the third question I asked myself was, I have a daughter and a niece that are around your ages. What do I tell them and what should I be telling them about failure? So I hope over the next few minutes, I can share a few things with you that will hopefully help you better understand how you can turn your failures into fuel. Okay? So, in thinking about this, there is a quote by Winston Churchill that really spoke to me, and I hope that it speaks to you as well. And it goes, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. I'm going to say that just one more time. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. I'd like to break that down and talk about kind of each part of that sentence and hopefully share a few things that will help you throughout your journey. The first one is success is not final. When I reflect on the first time I really understood this, it was actually when I was not too far from where you ladies are sitting today. All throughout my primary and secondary education, school was easy. relatively so. I had my methods down. I knew how to study. I knew how to pass. And as a result, I was able to finish at the top of my class. I think I finished number 3 out of 500. And you might call that success. Then enter college. I went on to university, and it was challenging that first year. It was a very, very competitive school. I was studying for a chemical engineering degree, and everyone was there to win. And there were a couple of classes that I was taking that I found challenging. And I remember talking to my mom about this, and I would say God put her in my life for a very good reason at that point. She was there to encourage me and remind me that just because I wasn't picking up the concepts at that time, that did not make me a failure. She reminded me that I was marked for signs and wonders and that I had a purpose. And glory be to God, I wound up figuring it out. I graduated with my bachelor's in chemical engineering, and I also went on to get my master's in engineering management. And so, what I would like to leave with you today on this first part is that you ladies are all marked for signs and wonders, that you are all here for a purpose, and that no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it might feel at the time, there's always a reason for what you're going through. And it's sometimes meant to make you tougher and stronger so that you are able to excel in the next phase of life. I will say there are lessons that I learned while I was in college that I have since used to carry on throughout in my life. Okay. The next part that I wanted to talk to you about is this failure is not fatal. And when I think of that, the word that comes to mind when I think of failure is fear. There are many definitions of fear out there, but the one that I love the most is actually this one right here. Fear is false expectations appearing real. Let me say that one more time. Fear can be defined as false expectations appearing real. And what do I mean by that? Fear, when you come down to it, is really just a feeling. It's a feeling of everything that possibly could go wrong. Have you ever feared something so much that you felt almost paralyzed by that fear? But when the event actually occurred, it was nowhere near as bad as what you thought it was going to be. And those are those false expectations in your mind that can appear real. And so, what I would like to leave you with today is that fear is just a feeling. And the question is, how do you respond to that fear of potential failure? You can either give up or you can keep going. And so I will share a quick story about when fear tried to take me over, but I was able to push through it. So continuing that journey from college, when I graduated, I got a job. I was excited. I was an adult now. I was able to move on. I actually moved about 9 hours away from home, and I thought everything was going great. But what I didn't mention was I started that job in 2008 when there was a huge downturn in the market and hundreds of thousands of people were laid off in the United States. And I was one of those people. So I'd moved far from home and now I'm unemployed. And I could have done several things, but I'd say God came through again in the form of my family, where they're like, it is okay. You are not a failure. It's just this particular instance did not work out. So if you remember, I mentioned earlier that sometimes things happen for a reason. And I will say, me losing that job in Ohio has put me where I am today. Because do you know what I did afterwards? I went back to Nigeria and I did my NYSC. Yes, I did my NYSC. And I would say that was a pivotal moment in my life when I met my now husband, entered into the oil and gas industry, and had a very wonderful 15-year career working with a top 10 oil and gas firm. And I've recently transitioned into starting my own oil and gas consulting company with my husband. So I could have done one of two things, said, hey, things aren't working out, woe is me. But instead, I was able to say, you know what, maybe this is the time to step into something new. So what I would love to encourage you with today is when things aren't necessarily going your way, when things that you've been working on might not be working out, don't give up. Have hope, have faith. And I know just by the fact that you ladies are sitting in this room, that you're not quitters, that you have what it takes, you have the resiliency, you have the grit, and you're going to be able to work hard and figure it out. Being smart isn't just about being book smart. Being smart is also knowing how to work through things. Anybody can learn anything, and I have complete faith that all of you ladies sitting in this room today have the ability to learn what you need to do to be successful. So please know that just because you might experience a failure, that does not make you a failure, that you can now turn those into learnings to drive you forward into the future. Okay? And last but not least, the last part of the quote is, it is the courage to continue that counts. And when I think about what that means, there's another quote that comes to mind, and it's this one right here. There is no harm in asking. I say that all the time. And if you leave here with nothing else today, I want you to leave here knowing, do not be the one to tell yourself no. As young ladies, it's very easy to sometimes doubt if you deserve to be where you are. It's very easy to wonder if you're asking for too much. Because as a lady, you have to balance being assertive versus being seen as aggressive. You have to manage speaking up for yourself versus being seen as maybe disrespectful. And what I'm here to tell you today is please ask. Don't be the one to tell yourself no. There's always opportunity. There are tons of people out there that want to help you. And sometimes all you have to do is ask. If you don't ask, then the answer is always no. So if you take nothing else away from this, do not be the one to tell yourself no. Ask the question. It might be scary to ask. Let's say you are looking for someone to write a letter of reference for you, and you're like, oh, why would they write the reference for me? What have I done for them? But most people want to help you. Most people are helpful. And even if that person says no, at least you know you tried. But please go out there, ask the questions. Don't be the one to tell yourself no. And then moving on, I also want to remind you to dream big. Mrs. Babalala mentioned having your dreams, being diligent, and I want to encourage you to dream big because in a few years, those dreams will seem small. So you have to continuously dream big. That way, as you move forward in life, you are able to achieve your goals. And one other thing I would add to that is as you're dreaming big, it helps to write them down because it's one thing to have a dream and it's another to write it down. Because there's something very interesting that happens when you write your dreams down. Somehow it starts working in the back of your mind. It starts working, it starts working, even when you're not thinking about it. And somehow you start to see, oh, okay, I can do this and that'll get me closer to my dream. Somehow, magically, things will start to appear that will help you achieve that goal because once you write it down, it's cementing it on your brain. So I really, really want to encourage you to dream big because in a few years, those dreams might seem small and always be reflecting on where you're moving toward and having that attitude of gratitude. And so, ooh, in conclusion, as I reflect on what turning failure into fuel means, it's remembering that your success is not final. You should not take for granted the success that you've had so far in your lives, but know that there are going to be challenges that come ahead. And even as those challenges come, you have the character and the strength and the resiliency to move through them. What really matters is that courage to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I want you to remember that fear is false expectations that appear real. Don't let fear hold you back. And along those same lines, there's no harm in asking. Please don't be the one to tell yourself no. Ask the question and always dream big, because in a few years, the dreams that you thought that you might not be able to achieve, once you've achieved them, they will seem small. So always continue to dream big. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. I'd like for you to think about what's one thing that you're going to work on. What's one thing that you're going to do? Is there something that maybe you failed at and you said you weren't going to try again? And now maybe you'll try. Is there a dream that you've been too scared to pursue? Do you have a vision to own your own business one day? Do you have a vision to become a doctor? Do you have a vision to become a lawyer? And maybe you're not sure where the money is going to come from, or maybe you're not sure if you're able to do it. I want you to have those big dreams and think about what you need to do in order to achieve it. Okay? No. Thank you. And so, last but not least, I wanted to save time for questions, but I really do want to also stay connected. So, I've shared my LinkedIn information, and I can also share my email as well, because that way, if you have any questions and you want to reach out, please definitely feel free to reach out with any questions. I'm more than happy to take some of those. So, with that, I will pause and answer any questions that might be in the room.
Thank you very much, Ma. Please clap. There are many quotations you have made. I think at least two. Don't look at your daughters. Yes. Please come out. What we want to yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Can you stop sharing
Oh,
so we can see the room?
oh, yes.
There is no question. So I asked them, what are the basic things speech and some quotations? And so that's what they come to say. And they are really done well. So we appreciate once again, ma, and we really value your talk. We pray that we are going to achieve a great thing for us. Thank you, ma. So what do you say?
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma. Yes, ma. Thank you. Now, are you enjoying yourself? No. Exactly. Yeah. And then when you want that from me, yes. Yes, see. You're not even excited. You're not going to be a girl. Tell yourself you are special. You are wonderful and finely made. You are beautifully made. I'm proud of you, God. That person that we are about to listen to is a veteran teacher that name Mrs. Olade. Omotayo Olade is an alumnus of Panama School. She studied English and Christian Religious Studies at Anne's College of Education in Oyo State. She later earned a bachelor's degree in Communication and Language Arts, as well as Library and Information Studies from Latest Arts. Her teaching career began in 1993, and by 1996 she became a class teacher, serving in various roles across the. Since July 2022, she has been vice principal academics at St. Anne's Senior School of Teba. Omotayo has participated in numerous professional training programs and recognized with awards for her dedication and loyalty to her profession. In addition to her academic role, Omotayo is an ordained business and political pastor, where she also serves as a superintendent. She's a firm believer in God's perfect timing for all things. So join me in welcoming Mrs. Omotayo. Absolutely. So before I start, I would love to appreciate the organizers of this program. We really appreciate them. And at the same time, I want to appreciate our able moderator, Mrs. Shade. Thank you. Now, I want to tell you that you are special. You are unique. You are talented. You are unstoppable. So if I say, who are you? You will tell me, I am unstoppable. Who are you, please? When we are referring to a child, we are talking about a little child or a young girl who is responsible, hardworking, intelligent, and ready to adapt into any situation. And I'm talking about positive. In any situation you find yourself. And if you look at it, like our moderator said, that song will be popular. But before I go to the topic of my discussion, I would love to sing this song with you. And you have to be excited with it. If you don't know it, I will teach you, and you will know it. So the song says, the world is waiting for me. So as girls, the world is really what? Waiting for me. So let me sing the song, then I will teach you. The world is waiting for me. Friends with many choices. When I is fresh, I can see the future. How many of you know the song? No. Okay, let's have it. The world is waiting for me. Sing. The world is waiting for me. I'm faced with many choices. Yes. My life is fresh. Tender than you. I can see the future approaching. So let's sing it together. The world is waiting for me. are singing it. We are celebrating you. Yes, God is waiting for me. I face with many choices. My life is fresh, better than I can see the future approaching. Let's have a seat, please. So the world is waiting for you. As Mrs. Shade Young has rightly said, he has taught a lot of things, and I will add my own to it. You don't limit yourself. What I want to discuss with you is how you can define learning. How you can define learning. As a girl child, you need to break barriers. You need to do what? You need to break barriers. You don't need to look down on yourself. If boys can do it, I know you can do better. I think there's a slogan that says that what a man can do, a woman can do better. And that one will lead us to the topic of today. There are so many ways that you can influence your society, that you can define your learning. So I will take it one after other. I will explain, and I would love you to listen as well. Is that taken now? So first of all, I want to tell us that you can define learning as girls. Number one, by changing traditional norms. By changing traditional norms. That's why I said I don't want you to look down on yourself. I want you to tell me, what are some of the traditional norms that you know? Yes, you know it. You're not a teacher, so I will be calling you. I want to ask you, when we are talking about traditional norms, can you tell me what they are about students? Early marriage, can you imagine? It's part of the norms. All the best education we normally have in the teaching. Is that your own belief? No. So you have to bring the what other barriers do we have to take? Traditional norms concerning health. Yes, circumcision of girl child. Yes, what can you say? Possible pregnancy, yes. Thank you. You want to say something? Yes. Tribal marks, thank you. Yes. Gender discrimination. Thank you very much. Look at everything I mentioned. Those are the traditional norms that they are using to hold girls back or hold them down before. But we thank God now, we are broken the barrier. You understand? So you can do whatever you want to do. We have some bodies that have the voices, the voices of the girls. That gender mutilation, they are stories. Your voices, my own voice, has been heard. So nothing like that. You too, you can read it yourself. When you're in a science class, you know what will happen if such thing, if they do it for you. So easily you can reject and you can speak out. Then we are talking about marriage, early marriage. You see, before you know it, they ask them, they are going to marry. Women's education is in the kitchen. Is that so? No. Your education will never end in the kitchen because you have potential. God has deposited enough of this in you. So all the barrier, especially the gender barrier. You know they will say there are some words that it is meant for only boys. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? No. Look at our other speaker. This is Shade Efio, an engineer, chemical engineer. So there is nothing that you cannot do. I'm also a living witness. My first brother is an engineer. He's studying electrical and electronics. And by the grace of God, she's doing fine among the male counterparts. I will thank God we have what we call STEM today. Can somebody give me the definition of the word for the STEM? What does it represent? Science, technology, engineering, and what? Mathematics. Okay, thank you. So what I'm trying to say is that there is no barrier. There is no what? Barrier. Nothing will stop you from achieving what you want to become in life. And I pray that the Lord will help you in the name of Jesus Christ. So please don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Another word that I want to talk about is you can define learning to understand that when you embrace technology, I think I mentioned that, and innovation, if you look at it, well, girls are very unique. Wherever you find yourself, or wherever you see ladies, women, or girls, you will see orderliness there. You will see creativity. You will see joy. Anything that you need, when you see a girl, you see the whole thing in her. And I want to tell you that we are what? We are the leaders of tomorrow. I mean the girl child and every woman as well. Is that it now? Then there is what we call. You need to focus on your individuality. What do I mean by that? What you have passion for. Whatever you have passion for, it will surely make a way for you. You don't shy away responsibility. You understand what I'm saying now? Whatever you have passion for, even apart from your education, it may be, how do I put it? I have one of my daughters. She can do projects. She's very makeup now, makeup artist. She will also be a makeup artist, and at the same time, tailoring. She has learned that. So whatever you have passion for will help you in the future. Education is very good, but those are the things when you see yourself. If you are the one that you can decorate, yes, go for it. You see people when they contracts, they collect a lot of money because of what they love doing. You know, it's just it sounds like a side hustle. You don't limit yourself. You don't say, oh no, it's when I'm married now. My husband should be able to do everything. No, you should be able to stand on your whatever you have passion for, please go for it. You have learned that you think big, you don't limit yourself. So I don't want you to limit yourself. I want you, whatever is your passion. Even when we are talking about science and technology, it's not everybody that will be a doctor, an engineer. Is that not so? Thank God I'm also a teacher here. So for you to be a teacher, knowing life, you have to learn as well. And you have to learn the power of compassion and ability to teach well. And God will grant unto me in Jesus' name. I can see a lot of things that you people are doing. You know, there is what we refer to as peer collaboration. I believe that is what we are having here. senior school girls and the junior school girls. We are all here today. And as we are learning, I believe one way or the other, you are being bond or connected together. And then in any day, you can engage in teamwork. Is that not so? You can talk to each other wherever you see each other, you talk. You need to ask questions as you have taught before. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. I want to tell you, even as a grammarian, we have some of our own students that they are in high places. I mean, women. They were just like us before, and by the grace of God, they are doing fine today. You can see our mother that talked to you the other time, Mrs. Ola Olufunmiloye. You look at her, she is the president of IGSOSANA, that is all students in South and North America. We have a lot of them that hold, important places, and they are doing well. And I would love to tell you, if you are a brother in our school here, you will see that one of our women, our senior, our auntie, say, I maybe what innovate the hostel and build a hostel and they are being a bedroom as one of the boys. So what are we talking about? She used her resources. You too, you can give back because you are learning. When you see what others are doing, you must learn to emulate it. And as you are doing it, the Lord will help you in the name of Jesus Christ. I want us to look at the professions that we have there now. Can you tell me? Before they will say that, oh, women cannot join the military. What do we have today? We even have them that they go for combats. We have women that they are military officers. Is that not so? We have doctors, we have engineers, we have some of them that work for construction. They will not start. They will look at what they are doing there and they are even doing it more better than the male counterparts. So what I'm trying to tell you today is that there is no limitation for you. There is no barrier. Every barrier are being broken. So your life will in your hands. Whatever you dream will surely come to pass. Don't regulate yourself. You understand it now? And don't allow people to intimidate you. Oh, no, it's because I'm there. I do thank God for your life as you are in the grammar school. We have a lot of boys there. So there will always be competition. I remember when I was there, from my 1 to 3, I was the captain. Yes, we have 5 girls, about 45 boys. So we have done 2 boys. So we'll be, competing. We'll be competing. It's not that we'll be boyfriend, girlfriend. There's nothing like that. You read, and you must be able to face the challenges. There is no challenge that you cannot face when you believe in God and when you do what is right. Let's read and make sure you do what is needed. The Lord will help you in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. The world is waiting for me. And praise is my I can see the future approaching. So I really appreciate it. And we intentionally brought her because she's an old student. And let me tell you that Since she can achieve where she is now, you too can achieve it. Reference was made to the Senate president. She was here like me, and she's now president of IGSOSANA, America there. That is can do it too. If you know you reflect in life, let's not be lying. I know I'm going to be great. I'm a teacher and I'm proud to be proud. I didn't cross campaign to share with positive impact. I read education and I'm proud to be one. So I pray all of you will reach your destiny in Jesus' name. Now we have something that is not in the professional that I did before. I'm sure you can see some old students there. Just as our last year. This is open. Open. Stand up for me. She was our head girl. Yes, I'm going to wear this dress. She made a she had been admission into Master of and Bachelor to read theology. And the thing that she's going to take master to read what class? MLS, medical laboratory. That's I love it. Nothing is that. She's made a lesson. And you know, all the time, we had a lesson. Are you remember? I want to title of the lesson. My greatest dream. So we are now inviting Dr. Safari. Let's represent lesson right now. She's a doctor at the University of Science. She's one of the lecturers there. And we are opportunity that day today. So what I want to do is take kind of a question and answer. They talk about their greatest dream, what they want to become. And the funny thing is that they wrote it just last year, and they are already achieving their dreams. What is the dream that achieves? You got a focus, you get there faster. Now she's reading, she wants to go for lesson. I think she has been in art class. She'll be going for lesson now. So you know what you want to become right from SS1. Then once you are done where you are going, it will be easy, no matter how slow you are going, it will be easier to get there. And I'm sure we are going to have a thought of what we want to become through the questions and answers. I hope I understand Dr. Saberi. Thank you very much. The name should be like I think so hello, can you hear me online?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. Sure. So we are going to the prior side section of chat. And we said we want to make our respondents as comfortable as possible. So I'm going to be seated and for them to be comfortable. So I will start. You got to introduce yourself, the name, you get that contribute what you have said today, and of course we are two, and we are out so much. My name is already of them, and I've been admission to University of Malaysia for Health Sciences. After all it, but I think admission to other two of university to study. My name is Olade Sina. I think admission to University of University to study MLS and collaborative science. So, the first question what I think what you did is it share every the result to take it class, right? And when asked class, can you tell us before the paper how they do they tell me as an angel to guide them to what tells and does very that they do have the potential of something bigger than that. So I can tell what of mentors who are there to guide what advice people and what they in advice and mentorship. Just what she said at the initial stage, I can't sign up because of my junior grade. But after having a sit-down conversation with my parents, they told me that the result is just a result, it's just a repeated paper. It doesn't amount to what I have stored up in my head, and it does not define what I will be in the future. So I should not depend on just my grade. I should be positive about what I can do, not just what I'm saying right now, to look at the bigger picture, which they understand that my parents will always be there for me. I also have a mentorship session with some counselors to be there for me. So maybe I learned at that stage was that always have people who that you can talk to, they can share your mind. So I really do give you advice. Think about it, sit down, analyze analyze the advice, see if it works for you. Everything because they're older and they care for you, what is good for you. So yeah, basically just be open to receiving advice, to seek correction from older ones. So I think it's so so, but you can see from what she has said, that even when you have made the decision, what mentorship is important, and your parents come in or people who know what to do. So, anyway, we look up to that, but our name and the lead. So I think what you and said in education, primary school. Okay, so all of the able to sustain that or I know somebody who wanted to get that primary, but all of a sudden in SS2 or 3 change said was not going. And when we brought program, we realized because of peer pressure. Okay, so in terms of peer pressure, of friends think they are going for other parties, able to sustain the peer pressure. Most important factor that pushed me through my application. I was determined to be a science student and to study medicine science. But actually, I can't study something. I wasn't able to apply for medicine and surgery university, but still I decided to go for a related course, physiology. It's also a medical course. And I just grace, I want to switch to medicine and surgery after medical. I hope God will. So, initially was surgery. She still had that and for get back to her initial. What did she do? She went for this alternate plan. Not family surgery. So that became my child achieved perfectly and comfortable. Right? For you to have a family. But still, she still with my after the first year, she crossover to medicine. So you see, there are people that will give them a plan, but they say no, until I get to that feel my feet, right? And see as I fall. So I want to consider that I watched your video and said your body please involve your other people and something place for them. And then you said please cheat like magic. So can you tell us like your plans? Like so how you able to follow and help you to achieve or whatever it is how I imagine, right? So don't want to able to do to help you.
Yes, I said dreams my magic. Yeah, many of us have dreams, like we have great dreams, but many are not working towards it. That's why I said it's not my magic. You have to put hard work. And since I know my dream, I know what I want to become, and I know it requires a lot of hard work. So I've been putting it into it. And I know I need many people to guide me, to give me advice, of which I've been giving advice for, like taking advice from many people, most especially my parents. My dad has always been my counselor. He made me realize that to achieve my dream is not by magic. Yes, it's not by magic. You have to go through a lot. There are challenges of which I should face, and I'm ready to overcome it. Shouldn't allow any challenges to weigh you down in order to achieve your dream. There's no dream that is too small, and in every dream there will be challenges in life. That's how it is. So it requires hard work, focus, and determination for you to achieve your dream.
So talking about making I something falling down the line. How do you identify it? How do you discover your dream?
The first that came to my mind when I saw it as a topic was the normal definition of the dream, where you see yourself stuck in the morning or something like that. But I put forward to start my topic, I realized that my dream is what I see myself as future. The dream can be anything. You can look very rich in life, you can dream to become the greatest person on the earth. That is what you want yourself to be next, let's say, 10 years, 15 years. That's what my ambition was.
Just know what you aspire to be future of that. So if you can help, how do you now identify? So how can they identify what
And identify what you want to do in the future. Like looking into what you have passion for, what you desire, like what you have at, what you want to whatever, do everything you can to achieve it. Because if you dream about it and you can achieve it, it will be a dream. It's just a mistake.
tell us? That passion for one content, for many things. So all of this, how do I identify or how do I identify a greatest? Because there's anything like greatest, so that means there are many. So how do I
Yeah. As parents, we all have different dreams. Like I have dreams, but there should be one that should be the greatest. You know yourself. You know what you have passion for, what you are very good in. there will be one particular thing you are very good at. It's just like subject you have in class, you have mathematics, English, physics, chemistry, and be good in everything. So there will be a particular subject you are very good at. So when you know that yes, this subject I'm very good at it. You might be also good at other subjects, but that subject you are very perfect. You understand it very well, even without people explaining anything to you. So I would just say, as management, you have to know yourself. You have to identify the one you really have passion for. Because I would say the greatest dream is what you really have passion for, they are passionate about, and you always dream about, you always wish to become. There are other things you can do with it, but this one thing, just identify all your dreams, list them out, look at everything, identify the one you are very good at, and you know, whenever you like, it makes you happy, and you have passion for it, or what you, maybe what you want to study, and you know, yes, if I should study this thing, I'm going to become successful. I really love it and I have passion for it. So with that, I think she's know the greatest.
So yes, so if you were share if I try to take sign and then it took me a while. So I would say that online yeah people that wanted to study and already have all. So actually you pay. Not everyone is searching for something. So how do you come about that? Perhaps there are people in that stage at the moment that are still having difficulty having but to identify that at the later stage, unlike them. So what happened to searching for nursing? What happened to identify nursing?
Just like you see, you can have many dreams, and those dreams you have to be like down to people that suit you and everything. I always wanted to become a doctor, right? But in junior secondary school, I met a lot of literature, and I made me to be like, maybe I should explore that option from a dream of becoming a doctor. I started dreaming of becoming a lecturer in literature. But then, like I said, my parents spoke to me, and I was like, why not try this option? There's no harm in trying, right? I can explore other options. And then I started looking more, still then I didn't know what I wanted to do. But I just had to like continue making research. Like I have to have a goal. Like you can't achieve you can't achieve your potential without having a goal. Your potential may be to help people. What do you want to help? Do you want to help them by through means of medicine, or you want to help them by enlightening them? And you think people want to achieve it, I realize that doesn't suit me better because I wanted to help people by being close to them, bring them down, like to precise all the things I can do because I want to help mental patients. I want to make people more aware about mental health and how it affects people. So that made me decide better on what I wanted to do.
You said, but now you got a future that I was like. So can you tell me how did that what then at that option suite? What made you accept theology? And, so how do you think things for that?
Like I said, I was not disappointed. I was very, very disappointed about that experience. But when like the man myself to process my admission, when he told me that my count for is not for me to pursue medicine and so on, and he told me to switch to physiology or anatomy. When I called my because she was not there. So when I called, I told her that I've decided to take down next year. But my mom said that what if I take down next year and my now score is below this year's score? She told me that no disappointment, every disappointment is the best. That no opportunity should be wasted. I should go with it. And I asked the man that is it possible to switch? And he told me that it's possible. Like there's 50% chance that I can still switch to this. So and I asked my consultant how I was really my great advice. I told him we graduated from Gladys from the market. So I asked that is it possible to switch? And he told me that I must still switch. And he was really one advice. So what if I wanted to do that? So I want to tell you that don't be disappointed at all. Every disappointment is a lesson. You just have to know how to work towards it and make it so that you can achieve your goal.
So, but now you have the option. So, tell signing, and you intend to go back to the time. So, because you want to guide them so that they don't land in their choice course, how can they identify the so how do you identify?
I wanted to do neurosurgery. Yes, I want to be a neurosurgeon. I still want to be a neurosurgeon. And I wanted to study medicine and surgery. I just for also disappointed as well. So I don't want to waste this call because I saw it as an opportunity. I had many options. I had physiology, anatomy, MLS, and other courses lower than medicine and surgery, but also in medical field. I picked MLS because I I went to an hospital setting. I saw that for a patient that needs a blood or water, we will refer such a patient to go to the hospital. Even the person that does not need anything, whenever you go to the hospital and you look at your complaint, if it requires a test, the first thing they will ask you to go to is to go to the laboratory. So without the medical laboratory scientists, like I say an hospital analyst now, without the medical laboratory scientists, a doctor is just like let me just say that example for a doctor. A doctor cannot treat a patient without getting the result from the laboratory. So I just feel I should just go for it. At least I will have the knowledge of it. I also want to switch, but when I made research about the course, I saw it was very interesting. Oh, that was not something from this study medicine and so it was a very good course. It was a very good course. And the chances of getting a job with the medical laboratory science is very fast. Even it's not much you must get job from anybody. You can build your own hospital. It's not even like a hospital. It can be a form of a house as far as you've been able to be in laboratory and you have all the equipment. It's, it's a very good course. Actually, like, it's a passion to study medicine and surgery. So, that's what I wish to like,
So, so that you get to she had options, she had to play with those options instead of prayer. That's so in other words, choosing an alternative was not something that you or randomly or without thinking or without thinking. you tell us what yes, and what they are playing in achieving a dream. If you are at any point in time, have friends, you can peer pressure that to support or to motivate you, and now you're able to
Personally, I don't think I have issues with peer pressure because I come from a very family that teaches their children to be confident decisions. So we don't just wake up one day and tell our parents that I want to study. They won't ask you questions why you want to why you want to study it. They will probe you to even that you person as a person as a child you know that you want to use. So I don't have problem with peer pressure. Or I wouldn't say I didn't meet people that also influence my decision to become what I am today. These people they are my very close friends and being friends with them as they are people with like-minded goals. They push for their every time I push for their goals and they also supported me in the times where I felt like I think it's not going to come true. They told me that I do it. So basically surround yourself with people that think like you, with people that have dreams like you, dreams, big or small, or surround yourself with people who love to grow. They will slowly change your mindset to also have mindset of growing.
you want to go to you got an intro, but intro, so can you for that so how is that praying got a community like
I was with the SS times two times. I go down I said to my best friend, she was like a very bright child, and I love her very much. She's a good influence. And then when I told her about her future, she was like very happy. And her elder sister was like, I don't want to tell you that when you want to choose friends that will influence you positive, not negative. People you want to friends that maybe you are academically brilliant, friends with them in the way that you really want influencing them, not that they will influencing you to like to to reduce your academic level. So I always tell you this. Friends should be chosen wisely. You should choose your friends wisely. Choose people you associate with. Most students nowadays are engaged in hard activities. They are being influenced by peer pressure. Like the way peer pressure influence is affecting those students negatively. It's very hard nowadays. So advice to you is that you should choose your friends wisely and remember the child of who you are.
so who has played a very good happy to achieve who has always been to achieve
And I have two actually first of all, my mother has been so encouraging. Anything I do, people advise me. When I told him I wanted to become a resort, actually I didn't know anything about the resort. I just wanted to be a soldier. Like that different types of soldier went to certain we have lectures, like lecture he explained everything. I saw that I had passion in researching. So that's why I had that as my greatest dream. So since then, he has been counseling me. Even till now, he has always been counseling me. And always tell me that I should continue to pursue my dream. I shouldn't give up. The second person, okay, she has been very good, always content me. Whenever I feel, she makes me feel like that. She does not like me when I'm down. Whenever I'm down, it's as if she's down. She always encourages me. She has always encouraged me.
So, but we not just want to close it like that. We want to hear the final words of the final talk. From each of you in 10 seconds, what the final words of the brilliant minds that are looking up to achieve success in their dream?
First of all, I want you to know that your gender is not a problem to be going to. Because you're a girl doesn't mean you cannot become an engineer. And because other girls are becoming engineers and you don't have passion for it, doesn't mean you are less of a girl than them. Just do you fine. And then, like our friend has said, always look for who you can be strong with. Look for a good pair of team, high mentor. They don't look for your main mentor, who you can talk to me right now. I think those two things will help you personally to grow and develop yourself. I want to tell you this. Being a girl doesn't mean you should limit yourself. You can dream big, like dream big, challenge yourself, tell yourself you can dream. And most important, you need prayer. You should have a personal encounter with God. You should pray always. And by this thing, you should pray to you. Like you should talk to God, put your prayer, pray to God and God will tell you. My advice is that in everything you do, be determined, be focused, always pursue your dream, no matter the challenges. Let me tell you something. There's no dream you pursue, there are always challenges in life. There are always challenges. So the thing you have to do is to face it and overcome it. There are many challenges, difficulties. If I'm saying there are some dreams that there are no challenges, that's in life. Even as small as picturing this, like an angle, there are challenges there. There are sometimes you have to disappoint your customers. It's also a challenge. So in anything you do, there are challenges. Just remain determined, focus. And in terms of making friends, choose wisely. There are many friends that are ready to destroy your dreams. They don't want you to achieve it because they know you have brighter future than them. But choose wisely when you're making friends and always be focused. I believe you're going to achieve your dreams.
I do hope you enjoy it, and I do hope one day, one of these kids do, and they give advice to younger ones, all right? So let's appreciate organic and to see Thank you very much. Did you enjoy that? Are you proud of them? Are you proud of them as your seniors? Like Thomas said, that people, the next one year, you will be here. And you tell us, no, my dream was to become a doctor, and I'm starting really medicine. That would be an opportunity. No, you're supposed to have another talk, but the person is not on stage. So when we are waiting and God is already on our way, I want you to pick the question and tell us. But I can see you are already sitting with some time. How many lead us in our 2 songs? Then let me have the questions. If you are shy, come out. That's why I ask you a piece of paper and pass it across. But when we lead us, you know that this song. I am carefully made, I am wonderfully made. I belong to God. I am set free. That's why the devil rebels. We like to be praying. And I'm God's daughter. And it's my way. So when we lead us, I can't have a very good voice. She's going to lead us, and she's going to give us another one. And you can now put out your questions. Yes, ma'am. That's another song. You're supposed to know it now. How many of you are Christians here? Have you heard about that song before? Oh, yes. Yes, so let's sing it together. I am fearfully made, I am wonderfully made. That's why the devil tremble whenever you see me pray. I am God's child, I'm the apple of his eye. Yes, yes, I don't really know it, but there's something I want to, another song that I will teach you. You understand me now? And it will, caution you or help you to know how you will live your life. It's so funny. You understand me now? For said, 18 verse 1. Let me sing it. How many boyfriends only you get? How many boyfriends only you get? Hey, never tired. Hey, you tired. Hey, never use you tired. How many boyfriends only? That means you don't run after boys, you pursue your dream. So let's have it. Ask your partner. Only you get to. Only you get. How many boyfriends? Is it there? Hey, I go use you tired. Hey, tired. Hey, I go use you tired. How many boyfriends? You know what I'm trying to tell you is that say no to what? Say no to boyfriend. We want you to be determined and concentrate as the Lord will help you in Jesus' name. Please have a seat. I'm still believing that for you on his own, children here. Please let's stand up. Please have a seat. Before I bring that up, I want to tell you a story. I told those about the 7 in the morning, and I want to tell you too. I said there was an old woman. She was sitting at the roadside, and some girls were passing by. As they were passing by, she called them, and she gave them oranges. So they left. After an hour, they were coming back. She called them again. Where are the oranges I gave you? They said, you are eating it, not some orange, you eat orange. He said, you are eating it. And he said, now you is the remaining. He said, you have thrown it away. She now said something. Don't let men make you oranges that you throw away. If a man loses you, after eating you, he will throw you away. So I don't want to like oranges that you throw away. You want to keep yourself. I know virginity is not something you respect again. But there's still some people that are procedurally virgins. And you can keep your virginity. I won't mention names, but I have some compass here and serving here, still virgins. So if the compass should be having virgin, how much more you? Please don't allow yourself to be trampled upon. Don't allow yourself to be thrown away. So I want us to follow ego. Before she comes up, I want to quickly go to our profile. So now we are allowing people to profile. Does anybody have any question? Question? You don't know for you to attend a program, you have questions. That means you are not listening. Okay. Okay. Poinsola, is this Poinsola Theorem is a believer. A industry, pushing the boundaries of a career and making a global impact. Monitoring revenues are expertise and data analysis to drive informed decision making and strategic initiatives. Our passion for empowering leaders has led us to actively mentoring and guiding individuals seeking to establish their careers in the tech industry. With a vision to shape cultures, consider aspirants to become an influential thought leader in the industry, to inspire others and position her as their rising force, as a rising force in the global technology landscape. As a leader, consider enjoys sharing God's encouraging other believers and editing videos. So I want to join me to welcome Councillor. She's going to give you a 7 minute talk. And I'm sure she's going to be part of that. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Let's welcome into the Alright. I'm pretty sure that we will like to meet. Right? So, how many people can say this? Yes, commercial. Yes, happiness. Hey, how are you? This is a good analysis. Okay, so I mean, you would have known me. My salon, I'm a data analyst, and I'm working with Cyber International, and they also an expert. I'm very selling the country, and I'd love to talk to you about girls leading to change. It's our world. Girls leading to change. And as I asked many points next question, but those I had class without really well with experience. He asked the last question. Anytime someone wants to make a related to that, you want to check. What could I ask that? That's sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright, you know that don't necessarily have to criticize us before you can, know what technology is all about. Yeah, equally aware. You don't necessarily so don't necessarily have to be a science. For example, anything related to software, to technology. That's it. All right. So today is International Day of Culture, and we also know that AI is technology moving forward right now, right? We read about AI, right? We read about robotics, we read about machine learning, and all of that technology. And these are like advanced, but you know that where you're sitting and look into your surrounding and look at how you can automate it. And it's how you can use technology to solve a particular problem. Do you know? I don't have to be business. Do you know? I don't have to be science, but when I will solve a problem, yeah, what we have to do. So one thing is that girls are underrepresented. The text is girls are really underrepresented. And but the game is changing, right? Because you are there, right? You guys are there. And it can lead to the next set of change or technology, right? And then you know that digital skills are important to bridge the gap together of employment. So you can ask now, how many of you have mobile phones? You raise your hand. You have a mobile phone. No, that's another thing. Like, okay. But once you school, once you graduate, you get have a good. You know, like, I do many things with your phone, right? You know, like, apart from WhatsApp, Facebook, I know you guys do understand. This time, no, you can do better things with your phone. Hope you know. And then I also know that moving from there, you can also start working online or remotely with your phone. Like, you know, right? So there are AI, the algorithms, the applications that you can use to train yourself on a particular topic, and then you can pick on the right line. So for some, I this art in technology, but the resources of AI leverage to be in technology. Does that make sense? So there are videos on YouTube, there are videos on different platforms, and leverage, right? So, you don't necessarily have to science class, where you start learning technology. Does that make sense? Awesome. So, I want you to start with a solution and provide to society. What do you want to learn? And that's the question. What do I want to live for? What do you want to live for? Like that women that have made revolutionary changes in the society and the connection to the skill. So you never limit yourself to the fact that, oh, I'm a girl, I cannot do this. I am happy, like the top mechanic class, top in your mechanical engineers are like, you know, biggest take us to innovation because you're saying helicopters, airplanes, they are all involved in mechanical engineers. So never say that, oh, because the mechanic is always a guy in society. But your own mechanic is not necessarily role anything. They top mechanical engineers making a change. No, innovative, talking about innovative solutions to the problems of today. Does that make any sense? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want people to know you? What do you want people to know you? I want to be known as a woman who broke barriers, who was under national levels from. So there are barriers in society that are like construct, like societal construct that need to be broken. But we might not necessarily know them. Just like someone telling that, oh, I'm not being, I'm not doing it. I mean, what's not wrong with doing it as a lady? Saying, okay, so how many want to study engineering? Chemical engineering, electrical engineering. Fine. Like, number is one. First of all, you want to study, yeah. Peace is supposed to work as a total man and a automobile industry. So what is that in the automobile industry? Well, it's still a male-dominated industry, right? And most of the people see them like they work in. So I'm saying that even in the automobile industry, like top force in that industry, like the women, like the like the right. So I salute your courage, please, because this is what we want to see. That but we're not looking out for it in the men. If I want to God us in us now, if we want to be God, so uh, this is just the beginning of your exposure. There are many things that could blow your mind. I tell you very much. I think you can only think, like maybe because of what you see in the moment. Right? I want to let you know that an average technology will be more than the other person. Right? Can be the top global rising cost in the technology space. And can lead innovative changes even in technology. And you also come back to giving back to your community, back to your school, by discovering other jobs, also in technology, and telecom. Okay.
Thank you very much. Are you proud to see that? She has put on your uniform. We have thought she's one of the girls. But that is tell you that you can achieve anything even at a tender age. She's looking so young and she's said it's fine. Yeah, he's already a couple. So we usually what a young person planning to do. So I was looking at talk about vision, talk about dreams, saying some ideal goal we are looking forward to achieving. A goal we are looking forward to achieving. And she was asking, how do you want to become a medical doctor? So go to work. That is something that motivates you. You can usually just throw into an hospital, just look at doctors and see how they behave. I said, no, I see what I'm doing. No, that is no, you tell yourself what's achieving your dream. What to become, what want to become. A neurosurgeon, what's the work of a neurosurgeon? So surgery is they perform surgery. They perform surgery on the brain. Can you imagine that? And that's what you want to do. And if somebody asks to research, I'm not going to explain you only research. Yes, who wants to become a lawyer? And how do you become that?
Also, my sister has integrated but she's also taking a course
Motivated by my elder sister. You're not going to be back. Oh, I want to be like my elder sister. How many of you want to become like my sister? And you want to become like my sister? Like, we are teachers, and we are proud to be teachers. So you want to be like my sister, like that, my sister, like that, of your life. and across the world. So we have two questions and now you are just happening in the next in the book of Acts. Now, it's not connection because the area position. I have other people. I'm so difficult. Get admission to university. Go to the better. I would say, okay, the way it's appeared like most of the time, people that have people of my family, they are very things and what we depend on and therefore over to that depends on the way they get the thing. And we have people like what we don't need to follow you understand? So that depends that people so what are the advice to people? Maybe the Christian plan, Christian project is transparent. I don't tell you what, the very top of my friend is transparent and mission focused. You don't know anybody, don't talk, you have the minimum effort. You understand? Then, second question is, the first one is our family. I mean, appetite, but I don't know the thing I will do in that time. Please, ma, help me on that. If they come to me afterwards, to come but to give you an overview, like the people that don't and then and to look at yourself. What is that thing? What is that one thing that is different? What is that one thing that person you are against? You know, so from here, your pastor can help to identify. But I was thinking, you don't know what you want to do in that place. We need to talk to you have to compare something. How can we see our dreams? We shall get a state that those things, only we shall get online and you can hear them. Shall get a state that those things for after this future for after we see our dreams, like we have said, dream is not something you close your eyes and imagine. It has to be what they are trying to say. What goal, what vision do you have for yourself? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years or 5 years? And why as focus that learning means. Not before, we were taught that women we end up teaching with a certificate, two of us. Yeah, and but she has told us that that is no more. She has helped us to define it. So your dream should be what do you want to do with your life? Not just that secondary school, go to university, marry, and start, you understand? That can be a dream, but that is not the end of it. But what we are talking is actually more of a professional dream, more of a dream. Your dream should not end up with you. Your dream should be something that will be a blessing to other people. Like if you become a soldier, that will be helping people, that their life can be better, people don't die, you can offer treatment. I tell you, go to hospital, and some doctors are hostile, some doctors are not friendly. You can say, no, I want to be a different. I want to be a doctor that will be empathetic. I want to be a doctor that will be friendly. I want to be a doctor that will go out of my way. And the lecturer, be a lecturer was because I didn't like the way I was taught when I was in university. We had to cram. We were not really taught well, and I said, no, I want to be a different. I want to make a difference. I want to be a lecturer that, I will be able to relate with my students. I will be able to teach them. I will be able to fall down with their level. I will come and help them when they come. and because of what pain you have suffered, the pain you have suffered can back a dream. You understand? Because you don't have to put that pain. So that can be that. Anything can be that. You are beautiful, your passion and everything. Because of time, I don't know if you have done justice to that now. Thank you very much, man. Now, students, are you been blessed by today's program? We are scheduled this program to finish at 12. I'm not going to exceed that time. It's 12 o'clock. So, you have asked questions that have been impactful. If some of us at this end, we have gained a lot. What are many things we didn't know and we have need to know. So, I want to say a big thank you to the organizers. But on behalf of the IGSOSANA, want to go on Ms. Akolake Abishe. She's the secretary to IGSOSANA. Want to give the word of thanks. Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Abishe, ma'am. Abishe.
She's on. Okay.
Hello, good morning. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good morning. Boy, what a program. I love, love, love that music. Can we sing it one more time? The world is waiting, something like that? And I don't think they can hear me.
The world is waiting for me.
Yes.
As we stand in traffic,
Mhm.
my life is fresh, tender and new. I can see the future approaching.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
The
I want to
world
thank
is
all of you.
waiting for me.
Yes.
You can go ahead.
Okay. I want to thank all of you for being here today and for all your contributions to the program in order to foster girls' vision and strength for future. Thank you for your enriching and enjoyable presentation today. Hopefully, the discussion today will be an added value to girl child in the audience and beyond. I appreciate how the dialogue today will provide some tools needed to nurture and lead. Just to take a little bit of some takeaway from most of our guest speakers today, you learn about how failures are just finger posts on the road to your individual achievements. Don't limit yourself in whatever you have passion for. You just have to keep knocking. You're going to fail and you're going to stand up and you're going to continue to strive to be the best in what you dream for. So living here today, my hope is that the dialogue will convey the need for hope driven by the power of girls' voices for the future. So, girls, I don't have much to say. All I just want you to take with you today is dream big, follow your dream. Don't let anybody stop you. Thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of the school, I want to call on the NPL to say thank you for the organizers and the facilitators. On behalf
great staff at the state of my grammar school. I would say thank you to IGSOSANA for this program with them active in our life. Just know that I is not so on behalf of the girls, what do you say to Susanna?
you.
I want some students and Miss All want to recognize this kind of class for recognition. That continue to support Sudan. Thank you very much. So they are my junior, but we are very close. Kelly T, thanks for coming. Judy, I love you. Thank you very much. Congratulate yourself for being a girl. I congratulate myself. I'm a girl. So, God bless you.